Happy Father's Day, everyone. Hope everyone's had a nice day, relaxing, done something fun. We have two things to open tonight, Noir basketball and Flash football. We may end up flipping the order of that. There's a handful of unpaid teams sitting in Noir basketball right now. Excuse me. So after we go over our information here, we'll check that again. If those are still sitting unpaid, then we'll do Flash football first and Noir second. So we'll figure that out as we go along. Meanwhile, we do have a little bit of information that we like to go over every time before we start ripping. So let's get rolling with it. Feedback 100% automated. That's done just so you never have to wait on me. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get positive feedback in return. And of course, the other thing there is to say thank you. I appreciate you being here on this Father's Day, spending some time bidding and breaking and chatting and hanging out with me. Next up, we're going to take a look at breaks that are coming up in the days ahead. So you'll notice all the way through until Friday, we're at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. On Friday, we're going to switch back to 9:30 Eastern, like we're doing tonight, and then we'll kind of evaluate whether we're going to permanently look more towards 9 or 9:30. Tomorrow night, it's Luminance Football and Finest Baseball. On Tuesday, a 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys. Also on Tuesday, a case of Series 2 Jumbo. It will have silver packs. Base cards, however, do not ship to the teams in that break. It has a separate bidding category. Full details are in the listing description. And on Wednesday, we have one new release that comes out Wednesday. That is Museum Collection Baseball. We will break a full case of that and only that on Wednesday night. Thursday, we'll open more Bowman Jumbo. It'll be a half case break, the start of a new case. And in that break, paper base does not go to the teams. Paper base has its own bidding category, but teams are going to get all of the inserts and chrome cards, numbered cards, autograph cards, etc. Once again, full details in the listing description. On Friday night, we're going to open another 3-box case of Leaf autograph baseball bats, and we will open a second case of Museum Collection baseball. Here's what you need to know about tonight. Noir and Flash, I'm projecting to be out the door and on the way to you approximately Thursday. As always, if I can get something shipped out sooner than Thursday, I will be happy to do so. I always try to make it faster than what you see there, but that's roughly what I'm projecting. If you get skunked in either one of those breaks tonight, meaning you don't pull anything, not a base card, not one single thing, then you're still going to get a package because these are paid shipping breaks. So you will still get something in the mail. It will have consolation cards in it, and hey, you might get lucky with those. So keep that in mind. Now, normally this is the part where we look at the rest of the spreadsheet and get ready to break our first product. However, I need to check and see how much stuff is still sitting unpaid in Noir to decide if that's going to get bumped back and if we're going to have to do Leaf Flash first. And it does look like that's the case. So Noir basketball is going to move back to our second break of the night because we're sitting on too many unpaid teams right now. I will check that again after Flash football. And if we still have a lot of unpaid teams in there, then guess what? You all are going to have a chance to buy them in chat. How about that? Give you a little chance to jump in there and pick up where somebody else doesn't follow through. But meanwhile, we'll start off with a 12-box case of 2019 Leaf Flash football. This is break number 4. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay Sunday night, June 16th, Father's Day. And of course, team names there on the left-hand side. Your eBay user ID is up in lights across from your team on the right-hand side if you are in here tonight. And what else? What else? I guess that's, I guess that's it for this. So let's go ahead and get the focus adjusted here. I do manually set the focus, so you are going to notice in a second that your background goes a little bit out of focus, but that's by design. Don't worry about that because we're worried about looking at the cards and we want to be able to see them up all nice and close, right? So who do we have here tonight? Nikki Bullval 82 is here. Hi, I'm just going to call you Nikki because that's kind of a long username, so I'm going to call you Nikki. Bobby B, hey, back to you, my friend. Rick is here. You're in on Noir tonight. Awesome. We will we'll be breaking it after Flash. We were going to break it first, but we're sitting on too much unpaid stuff at the moment. So we're going to just rearrange it a little bit. Flash breaks first. We'll check Noir again and see if those remaining teams have been paid by that point in time, hopefully. And if not, then we'll be selling off any teams that are still unpaid. You guys will have a chance to pick them up in chat. But meanwhile, Flash football. I am going to take all the plastic off first, and I'm going to cut all the little security seals that Leaf uses so that once we get started looking at cards, we're just going to be able to keep rolling the train down the tracks. So while I'm doing that, let's talk about this product for a minute. It is all hits in here. If you've never opened a Leaf product before, they don't mess around. No base cards. Everything in here is an autograph. It's all going to be in a top loader and sleeves already. They're very good about getting their stuff just ready to go when you open the box. And everybody in here is going to be in a collegiate uniform. That's the other interesting thing. So, here's what that means to you. If the player was drafted, they will go to the team that drafted them. If they are an undrafted free agent and they have either signed with a team, can be for rookie camp, mini camp, whatever, or have been affiliated with a team, even in the sense that they are maybe invited to training camp or something like that, and they only have one team affiliation, then they will go to that team. Now, if, for instance, let's say somebody, not much of this has happened at this point yet in the season, but just on, say somebody got invited to camp and then got cut and then, got invited to go to another team, they would go to the current team. If they got cut and they didn't get invited to go to another team, they would stay with the most recent team. So we try to find a home for all these cards at the end of the day and not send them off into no man's land. So that's why we do it that way with these rookies while they're trying to make an impact. Many of them I will probably know off the top of my head. There are a few that I have trouble committing to memory, but I believe of the ones that I have trouble remembering, I think I have them all written down on my little cheat sheet over there. And if that's the case, it'll still be pretty easy. We can just grab it and take a look at it, and we'll know what's what as we go along the way. Trooper 13, you need some Seattle Seahawks love. All right. We need Devin White for, is that Blase? Am I saying that right? Probably not. I'm really bad at pronouncing things. Nikki is looking for the Chiefs. Bobby B, I don't remember what teams are unpaid, but I will check and tell you. Of course, again, guys, after we finish Flash, I will take another look at Noir, and anything that is still sitting unpaid at that point in time would be available then. So we'll take a look and see after we do this product what's what and all that kind of stuff. Bobby B, you need some Kyle Murray love here. Oh, Rick, you mean you may want unpaid Noir. Cool. We can work on that. Luis needs the Cowboys. Bobby's asking what's wrong with my wrist. I've been wearing that a lot, my friend. My carpal tunnel has just gotten out of control lately, so I've been wearing the brace almost around the clock to try to get it calmed back down. So we are starting out here with one Johnny Dixon, and Johnny Dixon was an undrafted free agent. He is associated with the Titans. Anthony Ratliff Williams, he is, or Texans, I'm sorry. Did I say Titans a minute ago? It is Texans for Johnny. It is Titans for Anthony Ratliff Williams. I might have been looking ahead there on the next card when I said that. I'm not sure. Devin Singletary for the Bills. Riley Ridley, Chicago Bears, numbered to 50. And how about the love for Daniel Jones and the Giants, right to 25. We like that. Sports guy, you're looking for Josh Allen. You know I love my Josh Allen. Hoping for the 1 of 1? Hey, I'd love to do that. Let's do that. Let's find that for you. That'd be a good Father's Day hit, wouldn't it? Brian Burns comes out for the Panthers, numbered to 50. Irv Smith Jr. is the Vikings. Jamarius Way, numbered to 25. I always have to look at him. He is a Packer. A 1 of 1 printing plate. Who's on there? Antoine Wesley. He is Ravens. UDFA Ravens. I think he was undrafted. I know he's Ravens. I think he's undrafted as well. Nick Bosa. 49ers. Sweet. To 50. Nick Bosa has been surprisingly elusive in Leaf Flash. He's been harder to pull in here than Kyler Murray, believe it or not. I mean, kind of crazy when you think about it. Jalen Jelks. Jalen Jelks is the Cowboys. Travion Williams, I believe he's a Bengal. Let me check, because there's a couple of different, there's Travion, he is a Bengal. Deontay Johnson for the Pittsburgh Steelers, baby. Numbered to 25 for my black and gold Steelers. David Montgomery has a redemption. That is going to head to the Bears. Benny Snell Jr., also from the University of Kentucky, heading to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Numbered to 15. So, sports guy, since we found Benny Snell, maybe we'll find our other UK guy in here tonight and get your Josh Allen as well. Meanwhile, we have Zach Allen, not quite Josh, but, you know, getting there. That's for the Arizona Cardinals. Jordan Scarlett. Got to look him up. Hang on. Jordan Scarlett is the Panthers. Kelvin Harmon, Redskins. Kyle Shermer, numbered to 25, is a Kansas City Chief. Josh Jacobs, numbered to 50, is the Raiders. Got a little allergy thing going on, and we've had some crazy, storms here in the last couple of hours, and I think it just stirred up some sort of pollen or I don't know what. So my allergies are kind of giving me fits. I apologize for all the, snorting, sniffing, throat clearing, etc. That was Jalen Smith that you just saw, undrafted free agent Ravens. This is Jace Sternberger. Jace is a Packer. Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence is a Giant. Caleb Wilson to 50, Arizona Cardinals. And A.J. Brown, redemption for the Titans. So, yeah, right now the storms have calmed down. I don't think we're going to have any problems because this isn't a very long break tonight. But on the off chance that that something funky were to happen and we lost power, I would, of course, come back as soon as I could, just FYI. It's numbered to 15, Anthony Johnson, Cardinals. Brett Ripien, numbered to 50. Brett is a Bronco? Yeah, Bronco. Trace McSorley, I believe he's a Raven. Let's double check him before I tell you something crazy. Yeah, Ravens. A second, Benny Snell Jr. headed to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Drew Lock comes out for the Broncos. There's your Kyler Murray you're waiting on if you've got the Cardinals tonight. So that is, I believe, Bobby B, right? Waiting on that one. Ja'Kai for the Jets. Trey Lamar. Trey Lamar is a Lion. Isaiah Buggs, Pittsburgh Steelers. Keyshawn Johnson, numbered to 5. I can absolutely never remember that guy. But I know I have him written down somewhere. Cardinals. Keyshawn Johnson is the Cardinals, numbered to 5. Myles Gaskin, Dolphins to 25. Devin White to 50, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There's your Josh Allen. He may not be a 1 of 1. I don't recognize the coloring. I don't think it's a 1 of 1. But hey, at least we got you a Josh Allen for the Jags. Amani Oruwari is a Lion. And a redemption for Hollywood Brown, Ravens. All right, we have Tremont Jones, or Dre'Mont Jones. Don't remember him. But I'm going to tell you, because I bet I have it written down somewhere. I hope I do. Maybe I don't. Ooh, wonder if I don't. I know I had to look him up before, but I bet I didn't write him down for some reason. Yeah, I don't see him. So he's going to have to sit over here in housekeeping. I'll have to go look him up again because I can't remember him. Clayton Thorson, numbered to 15. Clayton is an Eagle. Damian Harris to 50. Damian is a Patriot. Greedy Williams to 25, headed to Cleveland. Dwayne Haskins redemption, making the Redskins happy tonight. Justice Hill is the Ravens. Ravens have had a lot of hits, haven't they? Kyle Kempt, numbered to 50. Now, this guy, the last time I checked, this guy was not associated with anybody. He was undrafted, unsigned, the whole deal. Now, somebody sent me a message the other day and said they thought he is now associated with somebody. So we're going to set him in housekeeping as well, and we'll double check it. Mac Wilson is the Browns. A redemption for Quinnen Williams. That is the Jets. Will Greer for the Carolina Panthers. Next to last box here. And we start out with Emmanuel Hall for the Bears. Behind that is L.J. Scott, numbered to 10. I got to take a little peek to answer L.J. Scott. Undrafted free agent for, imagine that, the Ravens. What a shock. This is Higdon. He is undrafted free agent as well. He's associated with the Texans. That is numbered to 50. Ed Oliver, Buffalo Bills. And DK Metcalf. There you go. There's your DK for the Seattle Seahawks. All right, here we are in the next, actually this is the last box, so this is last box mojo time. So we got to see if we can fire up some big hits out of there, and then we've got these couple of guys up here in housekeeping that we're going to have to take a look at momentarily. David Sills, the Bills. Ryan Finley, the Bengals. Gary Jennings Jr. to 50, Seahawks. Little Jordan Humphrey to 50 for the Saints. And last out is a N'Keal Harry for the Patriots. All right, so that is the break as such. However, we got two guys to deal with here, Dre'Mont Jones and Kyle Kempt. So if you bear with me for a second, please, I am going to look those up, and then we're going to know where they go. Well, maybe I'm going to look them up if I can get my iPad to cooperate. Right at this moment, I cannot see chat while I'm looking this up. So I know some of you may be typing in and, you know, telling me whatever, but I can't see it right now. So it looks like Dre'Mont Jones is a Denver Bronco. So I need to add him to my list here so I don't have to look him up the next time. All right, so that answers one of our questions, which is this one. Dre'Mont Jones for the Broncos. Now, as I said, Kyle Kempt, I thought this guy was completely unassociated with anybody. But somebody else thought that he was associated with somebody. So I'm going to give him another go here and check it out tonight before we move forward on it. And see if I can find out anything else about it. Let's make sure, let's filter it to something recent so that I can Let's see here. Right now, I just don't see this guy anywhere. I don't know where somebody else is finding him associated with anybody, because I just do not see that at all. I'm going to try one more thing here. Try one more place to look for him and see if I can find him this way or not. Sorry guys, I know this takes a minute, but I am just trying to make sure that we get it right before I give him out in some other way. Yeah, see, he does not show up on NFL.com as being associated with anybody. I don't see him listed anywhere. So, to the best of my knowledge, he is still doesn't have a team, doesn't have a home. Trooper thinks he's in the Saints minicamp. Why can I find no information on that? All right, I will look one more time then, guys. And we will try one more time to find him, but I don't see him anywhere. So let's try it again. And I'm looking to see if we can find any information on him there. So right now, I mean, can you type in the link into chat where you see this? Because I just don't see this anywhere. I looked for it the other day as well when somebody mentioned it. So I just don't see it anywhere, guys. But I guess it doesn't, there's two of you that say he's the Saints. So we'll, put him in for the Saints for now. And if I can't verify that or that's incorrect, then we'll deal with him, I guess, at some future point. James, we're talking about Kyle Kempt. I cannot find any information on him being even in the Saints minicamp, but Tim and Trooper both say that he is with the Saints minicamp. He's not listed on NFL.com, nor is he listed anywhere on any of the Saints stuff that I can find. But anyway, so Kyle Kempt, possibly the Saints, but we will have to double check that. And then, of course, we're just going to recap the rest of this stuff because we've already looked at it. So there's Draymond Jones, Keyshawn Johnson, Isaiah Buggs, Trey Lamar, Ja'Kai, Nikhil, Little Jordan, Gary Jennings, Ryan Finley, David Sills, DK, who, by the way, got high praise from Russell Wilson this week, Ed Oliver, Karen Higdon, L.J. Scott, Emmanuel Hall, Will Greer, there's Quinnen, Mac Wilson, Justice Hill, Dwayne Haskins, Greedy, Damian Harris, Kyler Murray, Drew Lock, Benny Snell, Trace McSorley, Brett Rypien, Anthony Johnson, A.J. Brown, Caleb Wilson, Dexter Lawrence, Jay Sternberger, Jalen Smith, Josh Jacobs, Kyle Shermer, Kelvin Harmon, Jordan Scarlett, Zach Allen, Benny Snell, David Montgomery, Deontay Johnson, Trayvon Williams, Jalen Jelks, and Nick Bosa. We got another little handful to go. Isn't that fun, though, when it's an all-hit product? I kind of dig it. I have to worry about all those base cards, huh? Clayton Thorson, a redemption for Marquise Hollywood Brown, Orawari, Josh Allen, Devin White, Miles Gaskin, our printing plate, Antoine Wesley, 1 of 1, Jamarius Way, Irv Smith, Brian Burns, Daniel Jones, Riley Ridley, Devin Singletary, Anthony Ratliff Williams, and we started off tonight with Johnny Dixon. All right, guys and gals, that is Leaf Flash, and that was our last box, or our last case, I should say, of Leaf Flash. So we're moving on from that product this year, but we're getting ready to get into some Noir basketball. What I need to do is find out how much is paid and how much is unpaid. Meanwhile, I'm going to let you look at this again. So for those of you who perhaps have not caught this earlier, you weren't in at the first of the break, that is what you need to know. about shipping dates and consolation cards. What happens, in other words, if you don't pull anything, a base card or anything else. So it looks like we have 3 unpaid teams in here at this moment in time. So now we're going to have to sell them out. I've got the Oklahoma City Thunder, which looks like it was last bid out at $42. I've got the Indiana Pacers, which were last out at $30, meaning last bid, meaning the final bid on eBay. And I got to click into it. Some of these were from one person, so I got to click into each individual one to take a look at the pricing. And then the Timberwolves, T-Wolves for $36. So that's what we've got setting open right now. Obviously, somebody who wants more than one team or wants all the teams would take preference over the individual teams. But that's what we need to find a home for. The Oklahoma City Thunder and the Pacers and the Timberwolves. So, that's what we need to work on. I'm going to bring you back to this view while I slide back over here and update the spreadsheet to reflect that we don't have payment for those teams. And then you guys let me know here who is interested in some of these open teams. Hopefully somebody. Let's see if we can get all this. And my favorite part of this is that like somebody took the time to email me about some of these teams and give me very specific instructions about how they wanted it to be handled for shipping, right? I mean, like very explicit, like I want it done exactly like this, but then they don't bother to pay for the team. So you got time to write out 6 paragraphs of how you want it shipped, but you do not have time to pay for it. So, go figure, right? All right. We'll take a look here at the spreadsheet for a second. Obviously, we're going to hopefully change a few of these things, but right now they're just marked as unpaid, and we'll see what we can do with the rest of them. So it is, once again, the Pacers, the T-Wolves, and the Thunder. And it looks like, Bobby B., you are interested in the Oklahoma City Thunder. All right. They were at $42 was their last bid amount. So do you definitely want them? If you do, I'll go ahead and give you that one. Then we have the Pacers and the T-Wolves that I need to find a home for. So where did we have, who was interested earlier? It was Rick, right? Is Rick gone? Did he take off on us? He doesn't want them anymore, perhaps. So Pacers and T-Wolves. I need to find a home for them. There's our little case. We'll be digging into it here in a second. So I'm assuming, Bobby B., I'm just going to type this in case, sometimes people have the volume down on this stuff. So I'm just going to type it out here. So for OKC. All right. All right, Michael, you want the T-Wolves? All right, perfect. I got you in for the T-Wolves, then Michael R., and I have got Bobby B. in for Thunder. And that leaves us with just the one. Let me get, what was that? T-Wolves, right? All right, so there's that one. All right, so I'm going to type in, guys and gals, my email info here. It is email info, but just FYI, I absolutely never check it for correspondence. I use it only for PayPal and certain things like that. Okay, so Eric, you don't have to worry about paying extra shipping in this. When I sell these in chat, there's no extra shipping costs involved. Because, most of the time if you're in chat, you probably have other teams coming anyway, so I don't really worry too much about that. So Bobby B., You have the Oklahoma City Thunder. Michael R., you have the T-Wolves. Let me get back over here to get the spreadsheet updated. And I also need to get a few little things lined up here and get them canceled out on eBay as well, so we don't have any crossover there. Update the spreadsheet. We're moving along, guys, but it does take a minute. I'm sorry for the slowdown. Michael, you just send it to that email address that I just typed in there. That is my PayPal email. You do have PayPal, right? Yes? Hopefully. If so, then all you have to do is just type into just, when you go to PayPal, that just use that email address that I typed in, and you can send it as a payment that way. And we will get you squared away. So Bobby B, let me update you over here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. That is Second Chance Bobby B. All right. Oh, and all right. Eric. So you're Eric, you're offering 25 for the Pacers. That's fine, Eric. If you want to go ahead and if you can go ahead and send it over just so we don't have to hold up the break, then, that's fine. We can go ahead and get the break done and not have to sit and keep working on it. That'd be fine. All right, let me get this last thing canceled out and then get you guys ready to go. Oh, dang it. Oh, I hate eBay. Now when you cancel orders, they all of a sudden relist these stupid things, and then you got to go back and cancel the relisting, and of course they charge you for having, listed it, even though you didn't want to relist it. Oh, I hate them. Oh, well. Michael R., and then the Indiana Pacers are going to Eric. All right. So let's getting our spreadsheet updated. I will put that up again for you here momentarily. And all right, is that done? That is done. Oh, James, what are you asking me about? You're saying you want to find out about how to find my breaks. I think you're asking me there, James. I am on eBay, and my eBay username is Fleaburger, just like you saw there typed in, except minus the rest of the email address. You can just do an eBay search under. You go to search, advanced search by seller, and type in Fleaburger. Then you will see everything that you are looking for there. All right, so Bobby B, I know you said you're good. Eric, you said you are good. Michael R, can you let me know, sir, when you have your payment squared away for the T-Wolves? And when you do, then we will be ready to head on down the road here. Let's get the spreadsheet back up showing the changes. Okay, so these are our teams that were previously unsold. You'll see them there, of course, highlighted. The Pacers have now gone to Eric on Second Chance, and the T-Wolves are going to Michael R., and Bobby B picked up the Oklahoma City Thunder. All right, so much to go there. All right, so yeah, Eric, you're good. Bobby B, you're all set to go. So we just are waiting to make sure here that we are good with Michael R., who was working on PayPal. So Michael, if you can update us on your process, I would appreciate it, sir. All right. Oh, Michael R., sorry, I had typed it in earlier in chat. You might have probably missed that. It is 36 for the T-Wolves. And that, free shipping as always when you pick them up here in chat, because you are doing me a favor picking up unpaid stuff. So, you're never going to pay any shipping when you're picking up something in chat. Unless like if you're somebody in another country or something, you might have to. But I'm talking about locally, that kind of stuff. Oh, James, you're right. I do break a lot of different stuff. You are not wrong about that. Oh, Michael's team was 36, Bobby. It was a different team, was the Pacers. So I'm just going to type it in again because it seems like maybe he didn't catch that before. There is a lot of chat that rolls back and forth. So we'll see if we have that squared away. And then Michael, once you give us the all clear, we'll be ready to go here. Yes, we can cut the plastic anyway. I like to get into this too. I like Noir. It's a very expensive product, so I don't buy a ton of it. Basketball, for whatever reason, is never as popular as the other sports. So it's hard to break a lot of high-end basketball because honestly you end up breaking even or losing money on as much as you don't, except for certain products. You can always count on National Treasures and usually on Flawless, and once you get past that, Prism's another good one. Once you get past those, it's kind of touch and go. You never know. James, you are right. That is why I have a brace on my arm. It is because I break a lot, but it's also the sorting. So, yeah, I am just constantly with repetitive motion, especially with that right hand, because you hold them in the left and you're doing this out of the right to break them and to sort them. And, of course, then on the computer and everything else with the listing. And, yeah. My carpal tunnel flares up on me at times, sometimes more than others. All right, so Michael R., what's your status, my friend? Can you kind of fill us in? Are you squared away? What's happening there? You're all set? Perfect, my friend. Thank you. You do not at all need to apologize. I appreciate you picking up one of the teams. We all do. We all very much appreciate that because it makes us, we're able to do the break. So that's the good news. And hopefully we're going to find something for all of you to repay you. Hopefully the mojo is going to flow your way tonight for the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Pacers and the T-Wolves, since you all were kind enough to pick them up. We're going to hope that it flows your way. Bobby B, if you were close to me, I'd have you over here sorting. I would have everybody over here sorting some days. There are times when I just think, oh my gosh, if I see another card, I can't stand it. But those times are not too often. I usually don't mind sorting too awfully much. Other than like Series 1, Series 2, Jumbo, that sort of stuff. And frankly, that's usually why I break that out and do base cards shipping in their own category. Because, I don't want to sort 3,000 base cards for Series 2. I just don't. I know, but I don't. All right, we're off to the races here. First out, it is number 285 for the Magic with Vucevic. All the cards in Noir are numbered, even our pretty little base cards in here. Kyrie Irving to 85, Celtics. And next we have a really nice relic for Marc Gasol. That is numbered to 10. And Raptors, of course, his current team on the card. Obviously, he wore that when he was a Grizzly. Probably says that on here somewhere. Oh, yeah, see, it does say it up there. But even though the relic is when he was a Grizzly, clearly the team is noted front and back as Raptors, so that's where it goes. But sweet little relic. Too bad they didn't send it out when he was still a Grizzly. Luka, Mr. Doncic to 99. Unfortunately, we have rough corners. Both lower corners are imperfect on the Doncic relic for the Mavericks. A dual relic coming out for the Nuggets to 99. You have Michael Porter Jr., Jared Vanderbilt. Both of those look exactly the same. They're both just Navy relics. I hate when they do that. Like, give us some love, would you, with the relics? John Collins, number to 99 for the Atlanta Hawks. Oh, wow. There's Vlade flashing back. Divock to 99. Sacramento Kings. Then we have, who have we here? Paul Pierce. You know, I usually keep these until the end, the redemptions, but that one was face up, so I just decided to go with the flow. And I would imagine Paul Pierce is going to be a Celtic, but we will, of course, pull it up on the Panini website and make for sure at the end of the break. Michael Porter Jr., Denver Nuggets to 99. LaMarcus Aldridge, and this is numbered to 25. It's one of our framed cards, and it is coming out of the frame. That never happens, but this is obviously, they've had some kind of mishap. You can see the back is not appropriately in the frame, nor is the front. There's some glue there, but it is not doing its job. So there is, the back part appears, guys, to be glued incorrectly onto the frame itself. The front part, as you see, is not glued in at all. At least now we know how they make those. I always kind of wondered. Now we know. They would probably replace this or fix this for you if you send it to them. It is numbered to 25. And obviously the Spurs and LaMarcus Aldridge. You may also be able to fix it yourself. I kind of am inclined to think you probably could, but I don't want to be the one to try to pry that off of there because it's not my card. Not anymore, anyway. Belongs now to whoever has the Spurs. And I just want to check one little thing here. Okay. All right. Yeah, sorry, I wanted to check something on. I thought there for a minute I had hosed something up, but I didn't. We're all good. Isn't that a relief? It's a relief for me. It probably doesn't matter to you. You're like, it doesn't matter. James wants to know if we think Michael Porter Jr. is going to be the real deal. Number to 85, the Atlanta Hawks and Trae Young. James Harden comes out numbered to 10, Houston Rockets. And Tobias Harris makes an appearance, numbered to 25 for the 76ers. It is a dual relic for the Bulls. Wendell Carter Jr., Chandler Hutchison. Man, it's got a really, really bad lower right corner there. Nice relic. And then they give us that horrible front corner. You know, Michael Porter Jr., it's hard to say. He's been, you know, he got injured, didn't play much in college his 1 year. Hardly any, like a piece of a game and maybe another piece of a game in the tournament, and that was it. And then, of course, he's, you know, sat, trying to get better. His whole family has a really bad injury history, lots of athletes in his family. Giannis to 99 for the Bucks. Elfrid Payton, numbered to 49, Nola. I think it's always really hard to say, James, on somebody who's been injured, if they will come back the way they were or not. I think that's always kind of the question that you're dealing with. Especially a young guy like that doesn't really have the experience. Lonzo Ball. Well, Lakers, you've got him now, but you don't have him for long. It is numbered to 99. He, of course, part of that trade for Anthony Davis, so he's going to be headed to New Orleans. Colin Sexton to 99, Cavs. That is a little tiny bit of yellow in there to eke out a two-color relic. DeAndre Ayton, nice little hit there to 10 for the Phoenix Suns. We've had pretty good luck pulling Ayton out of here, but to 10 is exceptionally good. And behind that, we have David Robinson to 10 for the Spurs. That kind of makes up for the weirdo when they messed up that's supposed to be framed, I think. Because David Robinson's pretty cool throwback ink to 10, no less. Oh, here's another framed one. You typically only get one framed per case. Now we have another one. I don't know what's going on with this case. This is a weird case. Let's hope this one is not falling apart. So far, so good. Wendell Carter Jr. It is numbered to 25 for the Bulls, and it does seem to be actually properly attached and inserted to the frame. So, all right. One came out right. Jason Tatum to 85, Celtics. Kyrie to 85, Celtics. Next up, Oklahoma City Thunder. At least you're not going to go home empty-handed, Bobby B, for picking those up. You have numbered to 99, Hamidou Diallo and the Thunder. And the Raptors with Sergey. Was that numbered? Should be numbered. Oh, it's over here. They moved it on me. Numbered to 65. The Jazz to 99, Inglis. The Denver Nuggets are actually hitting a lot tonight, kind of, right? Seems like. To 99 with Monte Morris. Bruce Bowen to 99. Spurs are definitely hitting a lot tonight as well. Here's one for the Pacers. Hey, Aaron Holiday to 99. Two of the three. We've got to still find a Timberwolf, don't we, to get the mojo for everybody who picked up an unpaid team. Kobe, baby. Oh, I love that card. First of all, I like the little sneaker spotlight cards in general. Secondly, freaking Kobe Bryant is always awesome. And thirdly, it's numbered to 49. So, Lakers and Kobe, how about that? Nice Lakers hit. So now we have Last Box Mojo coming up. So this is basically where we kind of collectively focus our energies. Try to bring the mojo, find the big smoking hits in the last box of the case. We hope. Number to 85 for the Suns, DeAndre Ayton. Josh Richardson and the Miami Heat, numbered to 85. We've got some imperfections down that whole side right there. They're minor, but you know, if I see it, I call it. Enes Kanter, Trailblazers to 85. Tommy, this is Noir, case number 3, guys, right? It's our third case of Noir. I believe that's correct. Anyway, it's the Noir that ended tonight on eBay just a few hours ago. LaMarcus Aldridge to 65 for the Spurs with a relic. Tyreke Evans to 65, another hit for the Pacers. I still need to get my T-Wolves find something, hopefully. And Kemba Walker for the Hornets to 65. You know, there are rumors floating around that the Lakers are trying to entice Kemba. Now, if they get Kemba in there with LeBron and AD, oh, look out in the West. I think Kemba kind of wants to stay, though, with Charlotte, but I don't know. They speak the right amount of money. You never know. Dante DiVincenzo to 99 for the Milwaukee Bucks. And, excuse me, this is numbered to 99, and it's headed to the Sacramento Kings. You know I can't say this guy's name. Stevanovic. That's not right, but whatever. It's to 99. It's the Kings. I'm going to butcher it every time I say it, so let's just get that out of the way. This one is to 99, headed to the Celtics. Another guy whose name I'm going to butcher. Yeah, we're just going to call him Brian. Even I can say Brian. Man, a second DeAndre Ayton. The Suns just soaking up the love in here tonight. One DeAndre Ayton to 10. You get a second one with a 3-color relic on card. All these are on card autographs, but numbered to 99. So the Suns, dang, man. Nice little hit there, bringing up the end. So we're going to recap our hits here. We're not going to recap the base cards. We will recap our autographs and relics. But before we do that, we're going to go take a little spin over at Panini. Check out this Paul Pierce. I believe it's going to be the Celtics, but we'll make sure it is the Reigning Knights signatures as our card set. It says it is card number, what does that say? 38. And it should also tell us what it's going to be numbered to. So a bonus there. We'll be able to get a little more info here. And look at that, how handy, right? Like I had it set up because I figured we'd find a redemption. I saved us, what, 10 seconds? Well, it makes me feel good to have it up there anyway, even if it does only save us 10 seconds. Reigning Knight signatures, card number 38, Paul Pierce. Come on down, as they say on The Price is Right. It is numbered 299 and is Celtics as we expected it to be. So Celtics to 99. We're going to recap this. And once again, if you were in this break and your team did not pull anything at all, not a card of any sort at all, you will still get a package in the mail. You'll get consolation cards. Sometimes people have some good luck with those, so you never know. Might change things up for you, but that is how that goes. Okay, so we're going to recap. We have the Paul Pierce Celtics redemption. Will be numbered to 99 when Panini sends it to you, which could be any time between now and 50 years from now. We know they can be a little slow, don't we? To 99 for the Kings, to Stojanovich, or something not even remotely like that, probably. Dante DiVincenzo to 99 for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Hornets and Kemba Walker. What was that number to? 65. Also to 65 for the Pacers, it's Tyreke Evans. Then for the Spurs, you have LaMarcus Aldridge to 65. Kobe, baby, coming out for the Lakers to 49. Aaron Holiday to 99 for the Pacers. Bruce Bowen to 99 for the Spurs. Monte Morris, I forgot to see what it was numbered to, 99 for the Nuggets. Imagine that, another one numbered to 99. Elfrid Payton to 49, change of pace. Nola. And Giannis to 99. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak. Utah Jazz, 99, Joe Ingles. The Raptors, Sergey to 65. Hamidou Diallo, Oklahoma City Thunder to 99. Wendell Carter and Chandler Hutchison, dual relic for the Bulls. That was numbered 225. It did have that bad, of course, a couple of these, have those bad lower corners, but I pointed them out the first way through. I guess I didn't as we're recapping it, but some of them do have some not great corners. Numbered to 99, Michael Porter Jr. for the Nuggets. Vlade to 99, Divock. Kings. To 99, John Collins and the Hawks. A dual relic for the Denver Nuggets to 99, Vanderbilt and Michael Porter Jr. Luka to 99 for the Mavericks. Marc Gasol with an awesome looking relic to 10. The relic is when he was a Grizzly, but the card, of course, correctly reflects his current team of the Raptors. So it goes to the Raptors, even though it's got a Grizzlies relic in there. Tommy, oh, you got the Colin Sexton tonight. Well, congratulations. And it's your first break with us. Well, welcome. Glad to have you. I didn't look over there for a minute. Sorry, my friend. You might have typed that in a minute ago. I now saw it. Numbered to 10, it is David Robinson for the Spurs. Numbered to 10, how about DeAndre Ayton and the Phoenix Suns? There's that handsome-looking Colin Sexton card to 99. Got a little tiny bit of yellow, so we barely managed to eke out a second color. Lonzo Ball giving the Lakers another hit tonight. That one to 99. A second DeAndre Ayton. That's almost unheard of. That is numbered to 99. Phoenix Suns. And Brian numbered to 99 for the Celtics. We have two framed cards. One is right and one's all crazy. Wendell Carter Jr. for the Bulls, numbered to 25. And that's pretty much what we expect. This one, not so much. Marcus Aldridge and the Spurs. They've messed this up. This card is actually glued to the outside of the frame. It's not in the frame as it should be. And the front of the card, as you saw when we went through the first time, isn't glued at all. It just like falls out of there. So you may be able to do some work on it when you get it, if it's yours, and may be able to fix it. If not, I think you probably could reach out to Panini, and they most likely would replace that because they crazy bad messed that up. But anyway, that's the deal with it. So that's the break. That's the recap. We will take one more pass through the spreadsheet here. For those of you who might have missed it, we're taking a look at your anticipated shipping date. And following that, we'll look at what's breaking in the days ahead. So this should be on the way to you roughly Thursday. Now, not a lot of cards in this, so it may be that I can get these breaks out sooner than that. I'm certainly going to try to. But I think Thursday should be the latest unless something extremely, extraordinarily unexpected happens. Look for it to be on the way about there, and if it goes sooner, yay. And as I mentioned before, if you got skunked in either break tonight, if you did not get a card of any kind, base or otherwise, you will still get a package in the mail. It will have consolation cards in it. It's always that way when we have a paid shipping break. You're always going to get something in the mail if you paid a shipping cost. In my breaks, anyway. So what's coming up in the nights ahead? We are sticking at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, Monday through Thursday. Then we'll go back to 9:30 Eastern for 6:30 Pacific for Friday. And from there, then I've got to make a decision if we want to permanently move to 9 Eastern and just occasionally do 9:30, or if we want to stick with 9:30 and occasionally do 9. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Tomorrow night, Luminance Football and Finest Baseball. Tuesday, a 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys and a case of Top Series 2 Jumbo with silver packs. Base cards have their own bidding position. You can find all the details about that in the listing description. Wednesday, one new release comes out Wednesday. It's Museum Collection Baseball. We are going to open a case of it on Wednesday night. Thursday, we're going to open Bowman Baseball Jumbo. It'll be a half case, which is 4 boxes. It's the start of a new case for those of you who care about that sort of thing. And paper base cards do not ship to the teams in that break. Paper base cards has its own separate bidding category. Once again, more information about that you can find in the description on the listing itself. And on Friday, we're going to open a 3-box case of Leaf Autograph Baseball bats and another case of Museum Collection Baseball. And I just realized I forgot to list Leaf Ultimate Sports, which I think also comes out Friday. And I meant to list it. And to be honest, I got sidetracked watching the Cubs and the Dodgers. And I guess I forgot to list it. So, whoops. Guess we'll break it on Saturday, perhaps. Anyhow, that is it for me on this Father's Day evening. So once again, thank you for being here. I always appreciate you bidding, breaking, chatting, and hanging out with me. I hope that you have a great week ahead. And if I do not see you again tomorrow night, come back and see me sometime soon. Take care, and we'll catch you the next time. Bye now.